It is I Love Leo Season 2023 with me loving me.
Hello and welcome to Step 8, Day 8 of I Love Me 2023. Yes, I am on Day 8 and I am excited. It rained last night, so it's kind of, I don't know, I think it looks kind of sparkly in the background from the rain and the water glittering off of everything. It's pretty cool. But yeah, we are on step 8. It is time to decide and commit to loving yourself. So this is the first commitment day in the 40-day series. So I'm excited about that. I remember step 8, 9, and 10, I feel like, in the journaling. Like, I remember thinking there's nothing to do, but I always journal something anyway. I'll make up something. I'll write something. I'll let you know what I'm feeling on that day. But yeah, so the journaling is that, and I know that the exercise, I do believe, is butterfly mating is the name. Maiden is the name of the exercise, and I know it's all upper body. All upper body, and yeah, it's all upper body, and yeah, getting these arms all toned. Good luck with toning those arms. But anyway, yeah, guys, I'm excited. I'm ready to do it. Look at my cat trying to attack my doggo. My doggo don't care. My doggo's like, it's chill. Anyways, guys, yeah, I'm excited to get started. I'm excited to do the thing. And today will be my last day in my office. So I will be moving tomorrow. Today's the last day where I have a whole full day in my office where I'm actually going to be packing things. So it might not be the same type of background because I will be packing today. Not really okay with this angle. Maybe. Is that better? No. Anyway, yeah, I'll be packing up my office, and I really like how it's happening during this 40 days with Venus retrograde and everything, and I won't have my new office to move into for 2 weeks max. I might be able to move in before that, they said. They're working on it. They're getting it prepared, but it's definitely going to be 2 weeks before I can move into my office. So during the transition time, I'm going to go from a nice office to crammed into a space. It looks like I'm going backwards. It looks like everything is falling apart. I don't have any space to do anything anymore. To brand new central air office where I feel comfortable and alive and ready to take on the world. So that's what transformation typically looks like. We have you heard 2 steps forward, 1 step back? If you're doing 2 steps forward, 1 step back, you're still moving forward. If you're doing 2 steps back, 1 step forward, well, you might want to evaluate a little bit. But yeah, so it's just, that's the way that things work out sometimes, is that you kind of move backwards before you're able to propel forwards. Think about a bow, shooting a bow and arrow. To get that arrow to shoot forward and propel forward, you pull it back. I'm trying to let Tuck be in the scene. But yeah, you got to pull that arrow back to shoot it forward. So that's what I'm going to be doing this next 2 weeks. Maximum is pulling the arrow back, and then we'll be shooting that arrow forward. I can't wait. I'm dedicated to loving me so that I can be the best me that I can possibly be for you. I hope that you also are willing to follow my example and to love you, because I'm absolutely convinced this world would be a better place if we would all love ourselves a little bit more. So that's all, and I can't wait to see you guys on the other side. Hello, other side. So, okay, it's a crazy day. Everything's changing in here. Actually, tomorrow's my pack up day and get out, so I will be packing up some today too. I've got a lot packed up already, honestly, but yeah, it's a crazy move transition, and yeah, I'm gonna be cramped for a minute, so we'll see how that goes. But I got the journaling done. There is actually journaling today, and of course, since I always he gives me the way that I have to use my mind and I gotta think. He's like, why don't you come up with something that you haven't come up with before that's totally different from all the stuff that the journaling's been leading you to. So yeah, I did. I was able to come up with something new that I'm willing to open up to, committing to. And it's not taking the full commitment today. Step 8 is I commit, I decide, I commit. And in the SiriusJoy, which I highly, highly recommend, in the description, I know there's a link down there. So SiriusJoy, they're such an awesome service. But they were talking about, I decide is about letting go. It's about getting rid of stuff, making space, like, for instance, I got to get out of here so they can make this transform it into a better space too. So, and other things. I do know I'm a Capricorn, so whenever they were talking about today is about deciding not to, it's just about deciding to, it's just about deciding not to. And if you want new things, you got to make space for it. You got to get rid of the old. And I'm very much into that. Whenever if my husband ever comes in and I'm like throwing out a bunch of clothes, he's like, "Oh gosh, you're about to get a whole new wardrobe, aren't you?" I'll throw it out to make room for the new. Out with the old, in with the new. And not everything has to be like that, but that's part of the Capricorn energy, the I decide, the step 8 energy. It's about figuring out what needs to go so that you can make room for what you're trying to create, so that it can be there and be there in a better way, because if you have all of the old clothes and then you bring in a whole new wardrobe, everything gets cluttered and it gets confusing, and yeah, it turns into a big old mess and ain't gonna help nobody get nowhere. So yeah, it's about deciding what to let go of. And so yeah, I wrote down what I'm ready to step away from, and I wrote down what I'm ready to commit to. And I wrote down options, because that's another thing that Sensei talks about with today is the options, leaving your options open. We're not necessarily taking action today, and that's another thing that the step system, along with the astrology, teaches me, is taking my time. I've learned whenever I rush things, I end up taking more time and making more mistakes and getting things wrong. And yeah, I end up taking way more time than I needed to take because I was rushing. But whenever I take my time and go slow, things flow and they get done in a timely manner, in a beautiful way. So it's another thing about step 8 that I love. Yeah, you don't have to have it all figured out now. You just have to figure out what the next step is now, and keep moving forward, and be dedicated to keep moving forward. And that's what I am, dedicated to not only loving me, but dedicated to continuing to move forward. Oh, and I was wrong about my exercises. They're not Butterfly Maiden today. Oh, that will be, I think, tomorrow's rest day, and then comes Butterfly Maiden, because I looked and it's coming up. Today was devotion. And I'm like, oh my gosh, of course, devotion, which I decide and I commit. I'm devoted to my path. And so, yeah, there was a lot of squats. I call the exercise routine that I did today, there's a song and I sing it wrong every time. I know, I know numbers, but with songs and stuff, I don't know. Anyway, I call it 5,627,000 squat day. So you do all types of squats, every type of squat that you can think of. Your legs together, your legs apart, legs, one leg squat, two leg squat. Yeah, it's crazy. Too many squats. I just need to rest my legs today. Let them know it's all gravy. But yeah, I'm devoted to my journey. And the song that was sung, that I sung to myself today, I just love it. And I sung it to my heart, my inner child, and I just told her, it's you and me against the world, girl. We got this. I'm not going to let you go. But it's that one, I love you always, forever, near and far. Yeah, that one. I love it. So, it's like, I was thinking that song brings up a lot of memories from my childhood. That was like a song that just played in the background of my childhood a lot. So, I don't know. I never really loved the song or anything, but it was there a lot, and I never hated the song either. So there you go. Now singing it to my inner child is a beautiful thing. So if you can look up that song and just let yourself sing it to your inner child, you see how beautiful it is. Anyway, if you don't want to, don't, that's all gravy too. You do you, boo. That's what I want to preach, is for you to do you and for you to love you. And that's what I keep doing. I keep doing me and I keep loving me because that's what I keep telling you to do. So I practice what I preach, and I hope that you do love you. And I'm so thankful that you're watching and going along with me on this journey. And as always, be blessed with love.